The secret cash flow pattern of rich, which poor and middle class never know. Today, the Sparrow Art of Learning will tell you the difference between rich, poor and middle class people in terms of earning money. In cash flow quadrant video, we discussed about 4 different categories which the people belong with their source of income. If you didn't watch it, please watch it before you watch this video. And please don't forget to subscribe the Sparrow. The Sparrow reveals you unlimited secrets for a successful life with the impressive art of learning. Financial literacy is a key thing to success in financial world. It is not all about how much money you earn. It is about how much money you keep. Intelligent people solves problems and produces money. Money without financial intelligence is money soon gone. When a poor person wins a lottery, he or she becomes rich at once. And after a few time, he again comes to the status where he was before winning the lottery. So, in order to become rich, you should be financially literate and you should know the difference between rich and poor in terms of earning money. So, for that, first of all, we need to learn few terms. They are assets, liabilities, income statement, and balance sheet. What is an asset? In a super simple term, asset is anything puts money into your pocket. It is simple as that. Like rented apartment, paper assets, stocks, real estate. Just like that. So what is a liability? Liability takes money out of your pocket. A vehicle, a house, both takes money out of your pocket when you are using them. The same thing can be asset or the liability with the way you use it. As an example, if you build a house for you, there are a certain level of expenses for housing loans and maintenance costs. So the house becomes a liability. If you rent a house, it puts a certain amount of money or the rented income to your pocket. So the house becomes an asset. It's a matter of the way you use it. What is an income statement? Income statement simply shows the revenues or the income and the expenses of a certain time period. After a certain time period, you can see how much money you earn and how much money you spend and how much money you remain. What is a balance sheet? Balance sheet shows how many assets you acquire and how many liabilities you have after a certain time period. So, it is a must to learn the difference between an asset and a liability to generate income. A person can be highly educated, professionally successful, and financially illiterate. The difference between rich, poor, and middle class is rich creates or acquire assets that puts money into their pockets even without their presence. Poor acquire liabilities. The middle class also acquire liabilities thinking that they are assets like houses, cars. Income statement can be shown in a diagram just like this. Balance sheet can be shown in a diagram like this. So let's show the cash flow pattern of an asset and a liability using the diagrams of income statement and balance sheet. This is the cash flow pattern of an asset. As the Sparrow previously said, assets puts money into your pocket. This is the cash flow pattern of a liability. A liability takes money out of your pocket. So let's see cash flow pattern of poor people. The poor people do not have an idea about asset column. They earn something and they just spend everything to fulfill certain needs. They pay more attention to income and expenses. When it comes to middle class people, their cash flow can be shown like this. Without financial intelligence, they buy liabilities thinking that they are assets. They get car loans from banks, housing loans, and they spend entire lives paying them. They trap their entire lives for paying those loans. But when you take a housing loan from a bank, they say your house is an asset. But they actually do not tell whose asset it is. It is actually their asset, not yours. You will clear this with this diagram. This shows how banks generate income from your loans. When it comes to rich people, they create income from assets just like this. So it is clear that if anyone wants to get rich, he or she has to spend their lives buying assets, not the liabilities. If someone wants to be poor and middle class, spend their lives buying liabilities. So this is the cash flow creating method which never cheats in our education system. So you can ask from the Sparrow, don't we need to buy a vehicle? Or don't we need to build a house for our children? Of course, yes, we have to. But what rich people does is, they use budget vehicles and just fulfill their basic needs with minimum expenses, and they use their extra money and time to build or purchase assets. And with the time, the assets creates continuous cash flow into their pockets, which enables them to buy luxurious mansions, Ferraris and all. So the outcome is, rich buys luxuries last. Poor and mid-class try to buy luxuries first by trapping their entire lives for loan settlements. Rich also gets loans. From their loans, they create or buy assets which make them richer. Middle-class people buy liabilities from their loans and get poorer. Apply this theory and create your own wealth and freedom. How to use debts to create wealth? Stay tuned with the Sparrow Art of Learning.